So we're getting ready to hop into this draft here on this wonderful, wonderful Monday? Tuesday?
I think it's Tuesday now.
Okay. This wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And it's
It's great. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah. They did it! They did it! Oh, that was wonderful.
Rob, can you just literally be our assist with the soundboard? Beautiful.
That was great.
All right, keep it up. Like, we need more of those. I really need. There's a Dota 2 soundboard with a bunch of like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's Dota 2. It's a Dota 2 soundboard. How is that not tasteful?
Rob, can they hear you, by the way? Oh, so they just think we're talking to
ourselves.
nobody.
Rob is my one friend, actually. The one friend I have in the world.
Yeah. What a guy. What a guy. All right, so let's take a look at this. We should do a little bit of Dota analysis since we're here. Sand King banned out again. We got ourselves the Doom taken out of the pool, the Bane, the Naga, and the Night Stalker. And I can't really blame them for banning out that Naga. Although I guess you could have said that like Newbee could have taken it themselves, but maybe they're trying to find some new like things for themselves to play on, because you talked about it like a team that needs to adapt, and now they're starting to do it a little bit maybe.
Yeah, that could be it.
Mm-hmm.
Or they could just be real bad. Just kidding. Just kidding. No one's saying that.
I mean, it is always a matter of perspective, right? Because whenever I look at these guys and I compare it to my own individual play, it's like...
You're not getting... Who cares about your individual play? We're just casters. We can say whatever the hell we want. We can just talk out of our ass. No one's going to call us on it.
We can?
Twitch chat loves that.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair enough.
High-level dialogue, like professional analysis? Psh, that's bullshit. They want memes. They want unverifiable statements that are as drama-inducing and high voltage as possible.
High voltage, like Crank, the movie.
Exactly.
That's what they want, really. If you guys haven't seen that movie before, the Crank movies, those are top shelf. Whoa, Disruptor DP.
I have not seen Newbee play Wisp in some time. I know Kaka is like a big fan of the hero. I like the DP against Wisp. I think it's one of the best heroes against it. The Wisp Gyro, baby. We see this. You tether him. You give him Ags. You skill the level 20 talent. You hit everybody on the flak. It's some good-ish.
Honestly, it's really, really good. I love this. I just casted a game a little while ago. You talk about forgetting things. I don't remember what the team was, but it was TNC. TNC ran this, and Raven went out of freaking control. He kept on getting doomed over and over and over again, and then it just didn't matter. Like, and then I got to level 25, and he took the 50 health regen, and it's like nobody died.
Yeah, like I want to say Vici will win, and I also think that Vici with that win secured first place in Group B.
Yeah.
So they don't really give a damn about this anymore.
Actually, oh no, LGD did win that other game, so they would have, because if TNC would have won, then they would have not secured it anyways. But yeah. I am feeling like Vici are in a firm position right now. Newbie still have a lot to play for, though, because they only have 4 points right now, and there's a chance that they could drop down to the lower bracket off the back of this, depending upon what happens in the other stages, and that's a best of 1.
You don't want that to happen, that's for sure.
No.
30 seconds remaining.
Question in our hashtag MDL After Dark Q&A on Twitter.
5 seconds remaining.
If you talked to yourself 5 years ago, do you think you would have seen yourself right here today?
Wow. What was I doing 5 years ago? I don't think I was even playing Dota 5 years ago, honestly. I was a chef in a restaurant.
Really?
Yeah, and I hated it. It was awful. So no, I probably I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't have seen myself here. No way. How about you? Yours is a little bit different. Yours is a little bit
4
different.
4 a.m. casting MDL in a blanket.
Yeah.
No, I can't say that I would have seen myself in this position.
You would have, yeah.
I think I saw myself as like 3-time TI winner, multiple Ferrari owning, like Playboy bunny.
There's like, you know, for me it's like the rise. It's all good. For you it's like.
5 seconds.
I think that was a little less
Yeah.
drastic than it
Oh, okay.
probably. I mean, well, first off, was I really up here? I was playing for complexity gaming. Okay, let's like make it like we're already at waist level. Okay, and then
Yeah.
it's all downhill.
No, it's good.
Which is just
good.
like almost it's just a sad thing. Like it's all like so you play for complexity gaming for 4 years, and then the rest of your life is like that was where you peaked.
No, man, this is the peak right here. We're at it. We're living it. What's that expression that the fella always says?
10 seconds remaining.
Not even. What's the Doctor Disrespect always says? Always at the
5
top, but
seconds
not even
remaining.
halfway there. Something.
It's like just the tip doesn't count.
No. Ooh, it's getting hot in here, man.
So
going.
this is a PG-13 stream.
True enough. Hey, man, we got our. Oh,
Oh,
how's it going? He woke up.
what's up, baby?
Everybody needs a little
All right, no,
casual.
but
Grant.
seriously though,
Yeah.
I'd like to apologize. This is a very unprofessional cast, and I really think we need to just bring it up to snuff here.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad.
Yeah, no, I'm just no.
Lean back. No.
I just don't know. I mean, I hope people didn't really expect something serious, because it's real hard to be serious when you're casting games from like midnight to 7 a.m.
I mean, I think that it's always a little bit rough, and I think though that the games will excite sometimes. Sometimes you'll bring the excitement to the games. Sometimes sometimes things happen like that other one that we saw earlier, and then that doesn't happen.
I mean, I can't believe I saw a 3-man Meteor Hammer like 17 minutes. That's got to be a first.
Honestly, that was so hype for me. I loved that thing. That was great. That made me so
I'm
happy.
ready.
Well, Tidehunter taken. You talked about this one previously. Axe Band out now, as well as the Beastmaster, and then we've got the Lycan and the Slark. So the thing I want to see here is Agnum Scepter heroes. More of them.
Radiant
Give me more.
team pick.
There you go.
That one's sick
That's
too.
actually a great combo with the Rost as well. And it's also the Hex isn't purged anymore by
Yeah.
the Kraken Shell. So another hero, like these Hex heroes, I'm telling you, they're good. Same with the Aether, the Aeon Disc on DP. If he picks that up, it's not going to get cleansed.
I like that a lot.
Mhm.
Wow, and we're even seeing the.
Wow.
10 seconds.
That's next
This
level.
is Inception right here. I don't even know where to look anymore. Look down here.
5
There's some
seconds
heroes
remaining.
being picked. I don't want to poke too far over that way. There's other
Dude, what
things.
if I like started streaming from my phone? and then we had everything. Like, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I don't either.
I'm just trying to agree and amplify.
Yeah, and then I
Yes,
could stream
and.
from this one,
Oh.
and then we could look at each other streaming.
Ooh, that's perfect.
Yeah, and then we could point one of them at the TV right there. This isn't a TV. That's definitely a computer monitor. And then people could see the game while they're seeing the game.
It's true.
And then they'd hear us twice, though, so that'd be very disorienting. Tidehunter, Disruptor, DP, a lot of long ultimates.
Newbee's turn to pick.
Kind of like the idea of Newbee just running a bunch of, like, pick up a Kunkka here or something, right?
Yeah.
Get some low cooldown
Vici
stuff.
definitely has some real low damage now.
Okay.
Like that's a lot of team fight, but let's say DP ults down, where's their damage come from?
Yeah.
The last pick is going to need to do some serious work. There's very limited options for them to do so.
I really like the idea of a Kunkka here for
10
Newbee.
seconds
I don't
remaining.
mind it. It's really nice with the Wisp too, because when you add super sustain plus a ton of damage reduction, it's really nice. I love it a lot against DP because you just get like it's cool the way damage reduction works with the drains, right?
Yeah.
Because while he's still dealing the same damage, if I'm not mistaken, he's healing for the damage he's dealing then. I could be wrong, but I believe that's how it functions.
Whoa.
And you get the move speed, and you just live through that initial DP ult, and then you can turn it around.
That would be
Ooh,
nifty.
I like the clock. This is nice. You have a Wisp. You have tons of damage thanks to the gyro. I'm sure the SCCC hero is going to do even more.
And then if you Ags tether him, he gets that lowered cooldown as well. Why not? That's pretty cool. I kind of felt like the clockwork was going to be a little bit of a liability nowadays because like the bounty runes aren't there. So if you're roaming, but since this is probably going to be a 3 hero, a little bit less of an issue. Do you think that there's any chance they go for the Shadow Fiend shenanigans, getting a bunch of souls early? Is that still good even?
Newbee's
It's
turn
not
to
bad. I think when you're playing against DP Tide, it's super strong, actually, because, as we said, there's low damage, right? And if you look at it, a BKB actually just counterpicks this entire draft.
Yeah.
So I really would love an SF from Newbee, and I think that you really, I'm sick of them putting SCCC on the carry. Like, not the carry necessarily, but you know what I mean. Like, the guy that's going to win them the game in the long run. I think Moogie is their weakness, and they keep pretending he's their strength. And I think you could even give SCCC the gyro, but I don't know. That's like, literally, they pick him gyro every game in the opener, and I don't think the hero's good enough to warrant that.
It's a good Morphling band, too. So SF, I talked about the Kunkka. I don't know if that's still great at all or not. I feel like that lane matchup against DP could actually be a little bit tough, maybe. And then, God, if you Carapace the Tidebringer hit, ooh, there you go.
Whoa, Nelly.
That's the way to do it.
5 seconds remaining.
Vici, what the hell do they need? We've got either a 3 or a 4 Nyx. They banned the Morphling, so it's likely. Oh, it's going to be a 4 Nyx. What am I talking about? Tidehunters there.
This is great. Can I be the play-by-play caster and you be the analyst? Like, I'll literally just sleep here during the draft, and then I'll just pretend, yeah, I'm on 1.5 times speed.
I go for it, man. Do what feels good. We'll trade it off. We can like high five each other when we're switching it off.
All right, you can just tag me in.
They'll tag you.
Just tag me in.
We'll do it. It's going to be great. And
Nice.
then something will happen.
Make it like a WWE wrestling, like when there's a lull in the action, you know? Let it just chill. Tag back. Boom, you jump in. Hit him with the chair. Meant verbally.
Yeah, and then we got to get our own intro music as well. When you fall down on your knees. Oh, DK.
Oh.
I don't know about that one.
That's like the exact opposite of what I would like seeing Newbee do. Because now SCCC's playing this worthless Dragon Knight against DP. And Moogie's going to carry. But will he carry? Answer, find out after these messages.
Well, this is the draft for Newbee, a chance to make their way into the upper bracket, at least with this. We don't know for sure because this game is being played before the other matches in Group B, so we still have to wait on that one. Again, keep in mind, everybody, Group A matches are going on the other streams. Group B is going to take place after this, and they're going to go for the Kunkka instead.
That's a great Wisp counter as well. It's also it's really good against the gyro, right? Because you just X him, you kill him, and also the damage reduction, like we talked about. You have all these heroes with self-sustaining mechanisms. You can have the Carapace, Tides, you got the Kraken Shell, and the damage reduction, and then you have DP who's healing himself, and you just boat it.
The other thing that's so cool about this is it's amazing against high armor heroes, especially in the laning phase. Like SC is, you think about DK being this big tanky guy that you're never going to be able to find kills on, but Tidebringer doesn't care about his armor, and it's not like he has a ton of HP outside. He's got a good bit, but magic and somewhat like quote unquote pure damage.
Yep. I agree with everything my analyst just said.
Well, we're going into this one.
High five, only looking at this. Oh,
they screwed us over.
Damn it, Rob. Oh.
What are you doing? We're being baited
Rob.
into this. One more time.
Missed.
Okay, no.
Shit.
No more. We're into the game. I got to do camera control here. That was so bad.
Well, we had to pump fake it.
Yeah, that's good. It's true. The pump fake always happens. All right, so Moogie Faith up here. And that actually could be a scary lane.
Yeah, it's scary, all right, for Newbee fans.
Oh, okay. I thought you were actually going to agree with me. It was scary. This is why I shouldn't be the analyst, my man. But I guess that they also have Nyx that's going to be able to break the shackles, and he'll have Kraken Shell later as time goes on. Fair enough. Kaka, tether early. Maybe going to go and try and stack up some camps while action is happening. So I'm wondering, now when I've been seeing some Earthshakers and high-level pubs doing is blocking off the safe lane camp, or rather the safe lane of their opponents. And then that way the creeps meet right underneath the tower right here.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if KP would think about doing the same thing, doing a cog block of the opponent's creeps.
It isn't, and that by the way is one of the main reasons I was against this change from the get-go, because when you just screw with like these internal mechanics of the game, you just add more gimmicks.
Right.
Like you're not removing the creep pulling mechanic, you're just adding just more tomfoolery. And I just want to play Dota.
Yeah. Huh?
Clock's gonna actually grab both bounties. What a player, KP. That homie.
It's big. He took a lot of damage for it, but he's got 6 tangos
It's
and mango.
worth. He's fine. Just 2 tangos. That pays for itself with the gold he gave his team. What a Holmes.
He's doing it. And they're bringing Faith here with Kaka as well, and they do drop down one of those early. I guess just going to give him some punches as they head off towards the lane or just run away.
I like what Lanham's already done here. It's also a support type, by the way. It's the core Nyx, which I quite like in this game because a bunch of levels in Carapace for Nyx is going to be super value against DK and Gyro. Although DK does kind of deal with your hero quite well. Just stuns you.
He took Gush level 1 also.
Uh-huh.
And they're going to get that Carapace out like you were talking about, just trying to do whatever damage they can.
I don't know why he would gush him like that, but okay.
What's the thought behind the Gush? Impart knowledge.
Your support. You need to skill Gush. It's just that simple, really. And
Okay.
it's such a great level 1 spell. It's a 4-second slow, 100 damage, and it reduces 3 armor. I mean, it's just great, and it's by far Tide's best level 1 ability.
Okay.
I think even as a core, you almost want to do it. In Wisp, 0 armor hero. Rasta, 2 armor hero. So if you take them to negative and just swap them a bit, it's real nice. Good harass.
Well, and this is what you're to expect now. Tidehunter going to pull the creep wave with himself. The rarely seen Stout Shield on it, and now he's going to pull it into the camp, which makes things actually not that bad because they're not able to drag aggro. They're able to keep away one of the range creeps, or rather the range creep in one of the melees.
That was well played. And that's why a really good play by Wisp, too, where he attacks the creep to tank an attack, and that's what it's actually going to get the further deny on the melee creep, which is big. It's 2 creeps just fully denied, which almost makes this pull not worth. In fact, it does make it not worth.
Tough stuff, and we'll see if they're going to be able to equalize the lane.
Yeah, down bottom, this could be trouble. Clockwork going to initiate onto the Disruptor. Probably still, nope, he cannot skill Glimpse. Nice tether in from Kaka, the homeboy. Fenrir in a lot of trouble now. He is going to die. First blood to Kaka, but now KP salves,
nice.
Salves his boy. What a player, KP. Unfortunately, no damage really taken on the Wisp, so he doesn't do too much heal onto the clock, but you know that still keeps him alive.
Yeah, he's got a Tango working right now, and he's going to take a couple of Centaur hits as well. So that keeps it good. Faith, top lane, going to be able to TP away.
Yep.
Oh, cancels his TP. It's cheeky.
Yeah. And you know he sees that there's no rune top thanks to his ward mid, so we'll just be aware, hey, there's a rune bottom, I'll grab that real fast, and it's a DD, which is real nice, because now you can threaten kills on pretty much anybody in this bottom lane.
Moogie getting very up front and center about it. They're going to be able to find that kill on Tidehunter. Now with the shackles, Faith stuck around, and is he going to end up being rewarded with a kill or helping us carry? They make it happen.
What a player. And that's big for Moogie. He gets a kill, he gets an assist. Now he's just buying a full wand and Aquila and some L3 gen. I mean, you're happy with that, right?
I would be, absolutely. Looking towards mid, it has been Ori kind of dominating this lane so far. 15-6 versus the 12-1, but with the DD, SC should have a little bit of a better time of it. And also Kaka now taking some hits. They do have Glimpse available. Fenrir going to pull him back in. He can't tether to a target if somebody gets within range. And there's the jump away with the Thunder Strike. Well, Bottle keeps him alive. He's good.
No glimpse, though, now for 60 seconds or so, so the clock is now very scary. If he lands on top of somebody, you can almost take them out for sure. DP, though, one of the better safe lane heroes, and I really like it in this scenario because you can assume the Wisp will want to play aggressive in the off lane, and DP you just don't die. There comes the Gush. Clock probably going to be in trouble. Yeah, he is.
Almost able to get out of that one, but Io out of regen, and doesn't quite work out for him. Again, some battles around this area. 11 body blocked every which way. And Moogie, he heard you talking about him last game, and he's trying to put it together.
I mean, he isn't like the problem is Rasta is like such a strong laning support, especially against the Nyx. There's not really much 11 can do when he comes up here. Now his TP on cooldown, no boots, just playing the regen game. But you don't nowadays. It's like you don't zone off laners, right? You just kill them. And Rasta Gyro, especially 2-on-1, like that's a real easy slay lane.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Lanham's just like waddling around, should I say, in the mid lane.
Not a whole lot that he can do to help him out there, as Ori is going to keep on trying to deny out whatever he can in this one. That DD definitely helped SC a bit more to get back on track. But we'll have to wait and see. What do you feel like this Tidehunter's purpose is going to be? Because like top lane, it's just not really anything. They just keep going, trying to kill people down bottom. Courier? Ooh, almost.
Glimpse up on the Disruptor, but not much you can do. Oh, he does get the glimpse. Wow.
All right, and KP in some trouble now as they got the Gush. Try and take this fella down. Paparazzi does have another Spirit. in a second and almost getting the kill there. Lanham, is he going to be able to take down this Clockwork? KP running away again, and on the wrong side of it. This should be eventually a kill. Give him the punch.
KP. I actually think he might live there if he jukes a bit better. He could have cut down and then just had cogs in 2 seconds, but alas, that's not what happened.
So they're going to bring back in the Kaka towards mid, help out with Ori. Kaka hasn't been able to get that many levels, but he's an IO. He's fine.
I will say, I think that the issue with Vici's draft this game is that they don't actually have anything that's going to scale, right? It's just DP ult. If DP ult's down, I go back to where's their damage come from? I really don't think Kunkka solved their problems, and I feel like this game, I'm going to predict like 30 or so odd minutes of worthless skirmishing and team fighting, etc. And then inevitably the gyrocopter gets to a point where he kills everyone in a flak. And DK stuns someone, gyro runs in, 3 people die, they BKB, and like that's it.
Well, this is a lot of heroes mid lane, and Ori going in. He gets the torrent. The boat's going to follow up. Not sure if it's enough, though. Kaka trying to get away. And Lanham comes back in. He bought back? I don't know.
I'm going to double down and say I'm pretty sure Newbee's going to win this game.
Okay, sounds good. Look at them. They're just running at Ori right now.
What's even happening? He's just going to get stunned.
Well, he's going to go down. Faith also now controlling Tidehunter.
What's happening?
I don't know. They're just running at him. They don't care at all. Faith might end up going down here to Lanham. He's just giving him the punches, but SC shows back up again, and it's going to be a 6-minute dieback possibly for Lanham. He gets the gush for the kill. Oh, my God.
And I just want to reiterate, so just so everyone's aware, Vici Gaming playing against Newbee, Vici Gaming has already secured their place as #1 in the group. So effectively, they're playing for nothing. However, Newbee, they need this win to make it to the upper bracket. So Newbee has a lot on the line, and Vici Gaming is absolutely nothing.
Oh, interesting. Very, very interesting, as Ori going to find that kill onto the Wisp, and SC stun turns it around. The glimpse back in. They're going to try and find this kill. It's lowered armor now, and oh, Kaka buys back. There's been 2 buybacks so far in the past minute, and that one keeps SC alive.
I mean, that was a good buyback. I wouldn't necessarily say Lanham's dieback was.
All right.
And also, just to note, like, all this, like, just this shit happened, right? But
yeah.
It doesn't even matter because the gold advantage has not changed. It's still less than 1K for Newbee. In the meantime, that's because Papa took that tower bottom, just doing Papa things. He doesn't matter. Maybe his team doesn't care. Maybe his team isn't trying, but Papa, always all in.
Always.
He even tries hard in the 1v1 tournament. The All-Star tournament, he's trying to go off.
Oh, Torrent hits onto 2. There's the shackles. And are they going to be able to find this kill right now? Kunkka falls down. Lanham also in some trouble, and they are going to take that kill. Mugi, in the meantime, killed off Fenrir. So 3 dead for Vici.
I'm just saying, I don't know how Vici wins this game at all. They need 3. They need 3rd Roche and a triple Tidehunter Ravage, but otherwise they have no hero that's actually going to scale with by dealing sustained damage. And I just don't
literally just running down mid right now over and over and over again as SC is taking some damage. It looks like he could potentially go down, although Faith is there. They show up as well. He has another gush, and the stun comes out. SC walking away.
He's got a full stick. Yeah, see, he had a full stick, but he didn't have mana for the tether when it broke, so he couldn't go back in to save the DK, but gets it up now. I thought he might just have new SCCC die there, but it'll be okay. And this is the best. When you get a shrine next to your low Wisp as a hero that's already low, you just get full HP and mana. No big deal.
It's a nice way to make it happen, my man.
Yeah, KP level 6 with hookup now, so.
Yeah, this game is nuts. I'm not exactly sure about this one because you've got like 9.5 minutes in, 5 to 12. It just feels like it's been a bloodbath constantly.
A bloodbath is what you'd call it, eh?
Yeah, that's what I would call it. What would you call it? I don't know if we'll hold that thought. We'll hold that thought till later. How about that? Another smoke now. Mugi and KP, like you said, trying to make use of that hook. They are going to glimpse back 1. That is SC. Being initiated on. He's a very tanky hero, though, and, well, they're still going to find that kill. I thought that Newbee were going to try and rotate in and push that, but instead it's just probably going to have to be a sack tower here mid.
I actually just don't even know if... Never mind. Wisp is TPing. They're not going to sack this. They're going to collapse.
Okay.
No mana just yet on the clock, but okay, well, there's the roster going in onto the Kunkka. No boat. Or he has boat, hasn't used it yet. In the meantime, Gush onto the clockwork. Rocket's going to land on Kunkka. Still hasn't got a spell off. And a DD prepared. Gyrocopter coming in, doing lots of damage. The tether's out on the clockwork. He's not going to go down. Kunkka will die, however. 11 invis. He's running over the high ground, but he's not going to do shit. He's just going to sit there and watch. 2 heroes dead for Vici. Newbee going to continue to push. They have a catapult. Tether on the gyro. They hit the tower.
Tether the catapult.
Radiant's
Quick.
middle tower is under attack.
Overcharge it.
Great warding as well. 1 more behind the tower, 1 more behind top tower. Great vision, great vision. In the meantime, Faith scoops up a bounty rune. He's going to scoop up 1 more bounty rune. He's going to be 6 as soon as he buys the tome. In the meantime, Io,
Radiant's
almost level
middle
6 as
tower
well.
has fallen.
Paparazzi still pleading with his team. Guys, stop dying, please. Stop throwing. I'm trying to win the game. But he doesn't realize he can't actually win the game because it's Iro Gyro on the other team, and they don't have a carry.
Dude, Kunkka is a carry. I don't care what you say.
No, it's not.
He's hanging on to that TT rune for all it's worth. That's fair. So Newbee, they're going to make the next move now up towards the top lane, it looks like. And it does have the Nyx Assassin nearby, but they're just going to drop the wards. And it's so hard to fight into those. I guess that 11's just going to walk forward and try and punch him. So they will take them out, as apparently Newbee didn't want to stick around any longer than that.
Dire's bottom
Force
tower
out the
is
glyph.
under
That's enough for
attack.
these guys. Kaka 6.
Do you know what caca means in Portuguese?
What does it mean?
Never mind.
Okay. It's going to let you go there, but you know, it happens. Hey, you know what else is a good level to be at if you're a Tide Hunter?
What, 6?
No, I was going to say like 9, but he's only 6.
Oh! Well, technically, a 6 is just a 9 upside down.
That's true. That is true. Smoke up now?
Dire's middle tower
Which, strangely
under
enough, is also
attack.
one of my favorite numbers.
Radiant's bottom
Really?
tower
Yeah.
is under
Okay.
attack.
I don't have a favorite number. I didn't know that was a thing.
It isn't.
Okay.
It's not exactly a number. But never mind. You know, let's move on. Dragon Knight's going to push that bottom tower.
Ooh, look at this, though. Are you ready?
I'll relocate ready. Here
Radiant's
comes the big
bottom
smoke with the
tower
Ravage, but
is
Faith
under
pops
attack.
it.
Tag time.
Oh, tagged in! Tagged in! Oh no, the X onto Faith, but he's hasted. He drops the 4-man smoke. He's going to die. In the meantime, his team's going to be like, oh shit, we got to get the fuck out of Dodge. Oh, we got to run. Let's TP away. Dragon Knight's going mid. Top lane. Invis 11. Scouting for the Wisp. Will he try and do the Wisp? Will he ball his damage? You got to catch a ball. Catch those balls. He does. He catches a ball. There he is. The attack. The stun. It's not enough damage. There's a full wand on the Wisp. He's going to pop it. In the meantime, Gyrocopter's just killing the Kunkka. Kunkka's going to die. Oh, huge boat. Kaka goes down. The hook onto it. The safety of the Gyrocopter. In the meantime, Paparazzi's here. He's running very fast. He still has the boat buff. Gyro's going to TP away. Oh, he cancels it. In the meantime, it was canceled by Nyx. I'm sorry. There's the Carapace thing. He stuns him again. In the meantime, Paparazzi, the only player that seems to be trying, takes out Gyrocopter. And oh my gosh, all this stuff is happening. It's right back to where we started. Newbee with slightly more than less than 1,000 gold of advantage.
Although they did some damage to the tower. Slightly less than 1,000 damage to the tower.
Whoa!
It's, you know, that was pretty cool, though. They make the rotation. They didn't hit on the initial one. They're still holding on to the Ravage as well now. So, you know, if we see Newbee get a little bit too fresh and fancy free up here in the top lane, they might get ravaged in the face.
Oh, tag.
Tag. I'm back into this one now. I don't know if there's actually going to be a fight, though, so I'm just going to hold on to that tag for the moment.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I just feel like no matter what happens, and nothing in this game is relevant until like 30 minutes.
Really?
I think nothing's relevant until you see like the IO hit level 15, which is a ways away.
Dire's middle
All
tower
of this is
under
just, it's
attack.
just, it feels like the entirety of American grade school playing out in front of us for the next 20 minutes. It just doesn't matter.
They're going to find the torrent now on the Faith, and they take down him.
Hey, I'm serious. If you're watching and you're like a little tired, just grab a snack now, okay? You come back 15 minutes or so from now, we're going to have about the same advantage.
Keep
and
the stream on, okay?
Yeah, just keep those view numbers rolling in. Keep it Kyle in the meantime. But Vici Gaming, they have a decent draft, but it's just like going to fall off hard the moment this Wisp starts turning into the Death Star.
Mm.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah,
tower
it
is
has.
under
I
attack.
really like the way that one looked cool. And you don't get the like damage anymore because you're, you know, obviously going to take the 25%. Oh, the glimpse! Get away from me! We don't want you here anymore. And that will be the Clockwork no longer being able to find a kill on anybody. Vendetta away for 11. You know, one way that this could end up working is if 11 just keeps on killing Kaka over and over and over again, and he never gets to level 15. What about that?
Possible. Anything is possible if you dream hard enough. Because when you wish upon a star, anything can happen.
Anything. That was like Kevin Grant and no, Garnett. I milled Kevin Garnett and Kevin Durant together. KP?
KP,
spotted
Kevin
out there.
Garnett, I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to
He's
get
walking
glimpsed. Don't glimpse the clock, though. He's tanky. Oh, they glimpsed. Oh, no.
They have the
Oh,
X
no.
also. The Torrent
He's
there,
silenced.
the boat.
He's not casting any spells.
The Ravage comes out. They take down KP. He is
They
tanky.
got him. They got the clock.
TP out. Oh, the Ewell Scepter. They got this man as
The
well.
reload. They have the reload. No tether for 5. No tether for 5. He's not going to get out. Oh, he's dead.
No reload.
And right back to a slightly more than 1,000 gold advantage for Newbee.
They got the tower, though.
They did.
Faith picking that one up. And, you know, you talk about Wisp getting to level 15. The other thing, though, it's a problem is that if Newbee are taking all those towers, you start to get that gold advantage. All those other items come online.
That's true. They are currently sitting at that slightly more than less than 1,000 gold advantage, as they have been for quite some time.
That's true.
And I mean, again, bold prediction. I think we're going to see the exact same standings of the game in about 15. It's like 13 minutes now.
Okay.
That's where we're going to see fighting for the second Roche on an early respawn, or maybe just a little skirmish after a smoke.
All right, so can you give me an exact time? Can we? How precise can we get on this one right here? Because that's really what people care about. It's the preciseness with which you predict something, right?
All right, I think, one of these teams is going to try to smoke Roche
Okay.
at about 21 to 22 minutes.
Okay.
If it's not checked, it's going to be successful. If it is checked, they're going to back away, and neither team is going to do Roche. You're going to probably trade supports, and both teams will run away.
All right.
And Roche will actually be done around like 20 to 29 minutes with a big team fight.
Okay. All right. I'm digging that.
Yeah. The next tower to fall is going to be this mid tower. Vici Gaming will take that without using an ultimate. They're going to just get one pick off and immediately transition to the tower. Newbee's going to accept that loss because they don't really care. And, yeah.
All right. Well, we'll watch for it. Newbee wanting to get the action happening a little bit earlier. They hit on that scan, and Ori, he gets away, it looks like.
This is what's known as a utterly useless smoke, because even if they get that kill, look at where bottom lane is. Look at what they can do as far as killing towers in this lane, and you notice how both of those towers are already dead.
Yeah.
Notice how Roche is also the direct opposite of the map, on the map. So they're going to probably kill 11 here.
But you don't feel like this is worth the investment that they put in there.
Killing Pete Rose is not going to do a damn thing for your draft at this point.
Pete Rose?
Yes.
What the heck? What's a Pete Rose?
A very famous and talented baseball player that belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Oh. Okay. That's pretty cool. The stun comes out now. They relocate in. This one, maybe they're a little bit closer to Roshan here. Ori trying to deal whatever damage he can, but will eventually be brought down. And are they going to go to Roche? No. Maybe.
They can.
Thinking about it.
They do have roster awards, but again, you're playing into Ravage, so it's always difficult. Love and Lanham's build, by the way, it was 1-0 or 4-0-4 for a little while there. No points in Crack and Shell. I'm pretty sure you might want the 1, but you know that's fine.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have Ravage for a while, anyways, so you know. All right, the smoke up. It's coming 3 minutes before you thought it would.
But it's not to Roche, or is it to Roche?
Ooh, they're adapting. Here we go.
Oh,
No.
no. Come on, it's not time for that. Come on.
It's not 21 minutes yet. 22 minutes. All right. Well, we've got Vici still sitting here towards mid. If they could find a pick-off, then it would be very, very solid for them. And, well, it looks like KP might be the target. Also, we did have the mechanism completed on the IO. No relocate. He does have a TP, so if he can get here quick enough when they initiate onto KP, although KP might just be able to get out of here anyways. Pull back into Static Storm, and they decide that they are not going to try and save the life of their Clockwork.
Paparazzi picking up the kill. Yule's BKB on him already. He's very strong, and it's in about a minute or two away from Vici Gaming's Roche attempt.
Okay. Waiting for it. Oh, the double bracer on Faith. Hadn't noticed that yet. They got the BKB there on SC. It's all coming together.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
They also pick up the medallion now for the DP. Blink Dagger on the Tidehunter. So this is a different way to play the Tidehunter than we're used to seeing. Is this just because he's 4?
Yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, the Max Gush is certainly the way to play it if you're 4. It does so much damage. The armor reduction is massive.
Well, it is 20 minutes into this, and they are going to attempt to take down Roshan a little bit before schedule, but still taking this one down with the wards here as well.
30 seconds early. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
It's not even going to be contested. Come on, guys. They're just chilling. They're just letting Newbee Roche, eh? All right. They have Ravage available.
Blink
Here
Ravage.
comes the smoke.
Oh, it's coming just a little bit too late. Roshan down 1,000 HP. They drop the cogs right in front of it. They're trying to walk in. Ravage comes out just barely in time, but Mugi picks up the Aegis, and that is going to be a huge detriment here. Vici, can they do anything at all? Paparazzi trying to chase forward here as well, but my God, Mugi just hitting away at these guys. There's going to be the X, the pullback here onto the IO, but he actually able to get the relocate away, excuse me, or no, he just got pulled back the other direction. So 2 down, they buy back on the Shaman. And Vici miss out there in a bad way as they will lose one more.
Radiant's middle tower
Wowzers.
is under attack.
And there's I mean, I would say one of the things you don't want to do most is to take a team fight after the enemy team does get the Roche. Oh, relocate coming in on the Death Prophet. He's shackled. He's still shackled. He's shackled. He's shackled. He's dead.
They got him. They got their man.
Good play from Shadow Shaman, setting up the kill. I will say though, like they blew Ravage and Kunkabot then on the Rasta, and the Gyro had a nice BKB, although he did have like a full second to figure it out, and got the Aegis and the Roche, and then they had no Ravage anymore, so they won the fight. And you can also see the complete and utter ineffectiveness of a Kunkka last pick in a game where you don't have any sustainable damage.
Yeah, it's really tough. And now you're also looking at this situation where Aegis in hand for the Gyrocopter. Io just picked up that level 25 or level 10 talent rather, and now already up to level 14 after that fight. Very, very close to being able to grant Aghanims, and it's all coalescing into this death ball coming in from Newbee. We do have 11 sitting around here, going to be able to find himself a courier. That is a Shadowblade and a Sange.
Radiant's middle tower
Wow.
is under attack.
It's a lot of items.
Ain't no joke.
And this is the issue with the Vici Gaming draft, where you play against these enemy BKBs and you don't really have any sources of sustained physical damage. Your ghosts kind of do a maxed amount of damage the entire game. You don't scale with them. And the Kunkka is sort of the same boat, where he's forced to go this early BKB but doesn't have any actual DPS item, and it's a Kunkka, so he's really just playing for crits anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a great situation to find themselves in. They're going to get the jump forward gush from Lanham. They pull back in one more. Lots of damage there, and he's just gone. Nyx didn't stand a chance. The mechanism comes out. They're so freaking strong. Ori pops the BKB, trying to run away from them all here, and is going to be able to get the boat off as well, getting that damage mitigation onto him, but already dropping very low. And Paparazzi also about to go down. The wards are dropped as well. The Ravage for the turnaround. Maybe a chance with all the BKBs down. They could do something here, although it's not nearly enough damage. You talked about the sustain. It's not there at all for Vici, and Paparazzi also likely to fall. Mugi get the Yule Scepter lift up, but that man is dead.
I like how the wards were dropped in the tier 3.
Radiant's tower has fallen.
That is a good point. Well, they're there now, right? Look, they're going to be able to do it.
Is under attack.
Yep, free Ags for Gyro now, so he's just doing bonus damage type.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Nyx running up. I'm sure you could keep going here if you're Newbee, but, you know, play it safe, play it conservative, keep it low-key.
Yeah.
Keep it
Kyle.
calm.
Ugh, the bait and switch. He got me.
Yep, so things turned. I probably should have... I'm a little upset with my prediction. I should have seen the late team fight from Vici ineffectively blow their ultimates after the Roches already died into lose team fight and then hasten the inevitable end of the game.
I'm with you.
I should have seen that one coming. Apologies to the fans out there. The Oracile has led you astray.
You've been worshiping a false god.
Whoa.
What? You okay there?
No.
Oh.
I just like to be Kyle. You know, I don't wanna confuse myself with any like major deity.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, relocate coming in. Down bottom, there's the Hex onto the Tide. Tide is going to die in 3, 2, 1. Boom.
Got him.
Yeah, and this is where the game just kind of breaks down for Vici. Like, you can't really do anything to threaten this Gyrocopter Wisp relocate. Your whole draft is low damage in team fight, and they can just abuse their pace around the map and inevitably just win the game. They can't touch them through BKBs. That's the problem.
Right. Well, and, you know, it's also, like you said, that big problem where eventually maybe you could get it if you get all of those big items on the Kunko, or if you can find, like you said, the Refresher Ravages stuff, but it's playing for something, the low value.
It's just a garbage draft. It just literally does not have a centerpiece that will scale in damage dealt as the game continues. There's no real way for them to win this game when you consider how strong the Eye of Gyro is and how easily it's going to scale.
Is under attack.
And, well, everything then kind of falling apart for Vici. Oh, it happens, man.
I mean, that was the last pick, Kunkka.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, you know, you have Ori and Paparazzi on your team. You already have a Death Prophet. How about we give that one to Ori and last pick something for Paparazzi to carry the game? I feel like if you were really trying to win the game, that's what you would do.
Okay. I mean, yeah, we'll leave it at that for there. 10,000 net worth lead right now for Newbee. And 15 to 26, sort of going to wait for that next Roche, would you say? Just to play it safe if you're Newbee at this point?
Yeah. Pretty much. 29-minute mark or so. Roche might start respawning at exactly 29 minutes. And then whenever it spawns, you go into it. Vici Gaming probably tries to stop it, or they just wait in their base. I don't know if either method really matters.
Okay. The inevitability.
Yeah, it's sort of like those old trials for witchcraft, right?
Okay.
Where they would, you know, they find this witch,
All right.
suspected witch, alleged witch,
Right.
and they would tie weights to her and throw her in the river. And if she sank, they'd say that obviously she was
A witch?
guilty.
Because,
Sorry,
you know.
innocent.
Oh,
because
right, yeah.
she couldn't save herself.
Yeah.
Whereas if by some miracle she was able to float, they'd say, "Aha, you witch," and then they would kill her.
Then they would kill her. Yeah. It's a good strat.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's kind of one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't situations, which is really what the situation Vici finds himself in.
Well, not if you're the townspeople. If you're the townspeople, you know, you get that person's land.
Yeah, exactly. It was
That's what's
actually
going
like
on.
a huge scam.
Yeah.
It was a real big incentive because the person that denounced you as a witch,
Yeah.
if you were found guilty, got all your stuff.
Right.
And there wasn't really any punishment for, like, you know, crying wolf. If you turned out to be innocent by some literal miracle, it was
Yeah.
kind of just like, oh, well, my bad, but, you know, your soup really did smell pretty weird.
Yeah. Well, and then
And-
they would just kill them anyways because then they're a witch because they lived by some miracle.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, you know, of all, there's a lot of things wrong with the world right now, but I gotta say, if I could choose an era to live in,
Yeah.
I'm loving the internet, and I'm
Okay.
loving the lack of just, you know,
Of that.
Yeah, like imagine if Scientology was suddenly just like put in charge of the entire world.
But see, the thing is that you wouldn't be the one that would be accused of being a witch, right? You would be able to take advantage of this thing.
But that'd be immoral. Actually,
Okay.
but even would it be immoral? Because they're witches.
That's
and I feel like by finding witches, I'm probably doing my community a great service.
Exactly.
If I happen to get their stuff, I feel like that's just a
You're an
reward and honor that I deserve.
You're an upstanding member of society. They're a witch. Give me your things. That's great. Well, in the time that we've talked about the history of the United States in a keeping it Kyle fashion, the net worth lead has grown to 13,000 into the favor of Newbee. And we'll see if 11 is able to find some heroes and maybe get away from them after the fact. There was a couple kills there onto that guy. Oh, relocate in. The boat, they've got the Static Storm as well, and they're just going to kill off Kaka, and now maybe going to be able to find the kill onto Mugi. Solo Ravage there. The Impale comes out as well, and DP, life gone.
Wow.
That's my line.
Well, they shorten the advantage ever so slightly. Roche unfortunately doesn't spawn for a minute, which means that further unfortunately, Roche will spawn when there's 60-second cooldowns on both the Ravage and the DP ulti, which means that the Gyro will respawn and run immediately to the Roshan, and they're going to take the Roshan, and Vici may try to contest, but they won't have ults, which means if they do try to do so, they shall lose.
The thing you have not factored into your analysis, though, is that Ori is going to have a crit, which means that he won't have buyback for this. That's the bait and switch. You thought I was going to say he was going to crit them.
I thought you were going to say he was going to hit them.
That's another thing that they could do. I always feel like, though, it's so underwhelming getting those hits around the Roche pit because, like, you want to have it against heroes that are low armor so it's more damage coming out, right? And you're not able to do that as well when there aren't creeps nearby.
It's crazy how much the advantage shifted, though, from that one tower, and it's just because the Gyro died,
Right.
and his net worth is just so ridiculously high. The team gold for that was unbelievable.
Find the stun there. No Yule Scepters online, I don't believe, for anybody on Newbee, so they're not going to be able to do the nifty plays to catch that Kunk out of position.
They don't need to. Roche is about to... Ta-da.
Radiant
And they say, hey guys, Roche is up. They don't have ults. Get in here. And then Newbee's like, okay, we're here. And in the meantime, Vici's like, shit guys, they're going to Roche. What are we going to do? We can go do it. We can try and stop them, or we can run into our own jungle. And that's what they're going to do.
I mean, to be fair, they don't have vision of them, but I'm with you. It's a rough one. Also,
it's a
notice
tough
this.
spot.
You see this Clockwork picked up an Aghanim Scepter of his own.
Yeah.
Strong, independent Clockwork. He's
I
doing
like it.
into the dire.
This Gyro is going to be real strong. I like that he went Satanic over Butterfly as well, because Butterfly doesn't allow you to dodge the crit or the splash crit from Kunkka or the Ghost. So it's pretty useless in this game. Better to just stay alive.
Yeah, very nice. And then you've also got taken here the Dragon Knight level 20. He didn't go for the GPM, instead 2 times Dragon Blood, HP regen, and armor. Just wants to live through this. Certainly sitting right now on 36 armor on this hero. And with the DD spawning top, it might be Newbee's time to shine. Time to push. Time to make it happen.
It might be. What a boy can dream. 2 boys can dream.
We
Or
dreamed
should I
a
say a
dream.
boy and a man?
Okay. Rob's over there, though.
2 men and a boy.
Oh, Lord.
Yep, so they camp the DD. They're going to pick that up when top lane's a little more pressured, or they just go for it right away. They're going to press that top lane. They smoke and vision. In the meantime, DK and Viz scouting out the entire VG Gaming team. He's going to initiate on the Disruptor. A hook shot onto the Nyx as well. Both supports in trouble. SCC, he pops the BKB. He's slowing up. The one guy's already dead in the back line. He's chasing the Disruptor. The Disruptor in trouble. He can tether through. Remember, they changed that. You can now tether on BKBs. The Disruptor comes out. The Aeon Disc is popped as well. DP in a lot of trouble. There's the boat. Or he gets the BKB off, but so does Moogie. Moogie very strong. Moogie hitting stuff. In the meantime, Faith no wards. It's forwards in 6 seconds. They will have earn charges. In the meantime, DP ult is popped. There's the glimpse back on the DK. Oh, huge Ravage on 5. In the meantime, a Death Prophet with the BKB. He's chasing through. He's got a drain on everybody. He's doing so much damage, but there's no boat. A hook again. The Cog's back. That's going to kill this DP. He goes down. Gem on the deck. Tidehunter buys back, but that shit's not going to matter. In the meantime, Gyrocopter running through. He still has that DD. Keep in mind, when he's tethered, he has an axe. DP buys back too. Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, he's in a lot of trouble. In the meantime, they relocate. It gets
They got him out just by the skin of his teeth. That's so many buybacks. They don't get anything. And now they're going to be over here for the Clockwork as well. They get the glimpse back in, taking him back down. Now the question is, do you come back with your Gyrocopter? They're thinking about it. It's just going to be an X instead. And they pull back in this IO. Wowza. I was worried there for a little while because the IO wasn't tethered to the Gyro for a good period of time. They end up taking that fight, though. They don't get the Gyrocopter. God, they would have loved to. And it was 4 buybacks.
4 buybacks. 4. Count 'em. They still have the Aegis as well, so I think this Gyro just finishes this Nullifier while this team is dead, and then they just go push. You want to use this Aegis, and all ults are down once again.
And that was without the wards being dropped there. Also, like, that was maybe a little bit premature, but you do still have like a lot of those big things you got from Roche. Aegis still in hand. There wasn't. That was just the second one, right? So it's just the cheese. Am I crazy? Yeah, and Dragon Knight still has the cheese also. Yeah, they retained all of that. That's great.
Yep, and you can see Gyro's going to do exactly that. He's just like, all right, boys, I'm buying this Nullifier. I'm going to put that in, and we're going to go do some work. And that's his plan. I think you should be selling the drums. I think he sells the drums the Aquila. The Aquila instead. That's fine.
They
probably the
might
play.
have spotted that, though. Yeah, so they do see that the nullifier is there now. And maybe they'll recognize that that means he doesn't have buyback. But again, it's like Aegis.
Yeah, his
They need
age
to wait it out.
half.
Still a very, very tough game for Vici. I mean, you know, you talk about this being an inevitability, but I'm seeing
It's an
a couple
inevitability.
signs of life.
They
Little
can't ever.
signs.
They're
Oh,
gonna
God,
keep
that's a
fighting in
hard
their
on
own
IO.
base. They're gonna keep fighting in their own base, Lyrical, and even if they get kills, they're also
Yeah.
gonna be down, and then inevitably Newbee could always buy back too.
Right. This is something that I feel like we've seen more and more often with this Kunkka core, where you sometimes make it work, but if it's not like with that other hero, you just can't. You're great at fighting from inside your base, but you're always fighting from inside your base.
I like this. I mean, I just hope they use the Aegis, but I don't think they're going to. They've just been chilling, and you know what that means?
What's
Lyrical?
that mean?
It means we get to wait for the third Roshan before they try to end the game. 'Cause it's Chinese Dota,
Ba, ba, ba.
the best kind of Dota.
Do do do.
When all you can do is sing a song.
Do it.
I'm sorry, I know I can't sing, but I also can't see this game ending anytime soon.
Yeah, it's definitely feeling well.
No, they're gonna
As we
look.
say
They're
that.
gonna realize that they don't have Aegis. It's gonna despawn in a second, and then they're gonna just be like, "Oh wait, guys, maybe this isn't such a good idea."
Now that is the Aegis. They drop the wards. They're sticking around
They'll
for
get
the
tier
moment.
3. They'll get tier 3, and then they'll back away.
Oh, Moogie, he's getting a little bit fresh, getting a little bit fancy free, and they run away.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I can't say you didn't warn me.
They're gonna kill the shrines, and set up for that
Radiant's
glorious
top
third
tower
Roche that may respawn in 2 minutes and 28,
Radiant's top
27,
shrine
Ooh.
26, 25.
When is it going to be there? Well, no. What are you talking about? It's 2 minutes away before it's even able to respawn.
Exactly. It may respawn in that amount of time.
Oh, I thought you were doing like a countdown that you were saying in 20, 30.
No,
Okay.
I'm not that good at predicting. That's all about Ice Frog. I can only predict Chinese Dota teams, not the
Gotcha.
actual game mechanics themselves.
Mm.
I predicted Tekis would be removed from the game, and then of course he was added into captain's mode. So shame on me.
See, he's going to get caught here with an X. Does have the BKB. Not even afraid. There we go, though. Look at that. Look at that little crit coming out from Mr. Kunkka. He's almost got his double Daedalus. Put it all on a hope and a dream.
Indeed, indeed, indeed.
I will say that with the level 25 talent that you get on Kunkka also,
Yeah.
you can start one-shotting some heroes. I'm not sure if there are any in this game, though, because like I was talking about, Io has 3,300 HP. And even if you do manage to get a crit and bring down Moogie to like half HP with that Tidebringer, it's going to be back up to full very, very quickly.
Radiant's
Oh, they get the
has been
courier.
killed.
Oh, and that might have been sent out there to try and get the Demon Edge for Kunkka. I believe that it was, so they're going to have to make a
Radiant's bottom shrine
little
has
bit
fallen.
of Black Hawk Down survival game, trying to run out there and steal one as they're going to hold hands together. Smoke up, go pick up his items, get a little bit of shopping in, and then go back home.
Yeah, they're all showing on the one Radiant ward out in the mid lane though.
They're
And the
all
Radiant
back
team,
there.
they see this coming. This could be the fight.
They're looking for the opening now. They drop down the Sentry Ward, able to spot out the 11, jump forward. They find the stun, followed up. Oh, the Venom is there. He does have a Ravage available if they wanted to go for this one, but the BKBs are already out, and that's going to be Nick's dead.
Nick's dead. No buyback. 2 minutes. Could this be the game? Could this be the play?
The time, the place, the moment. It's Grease. Moogie taking down the first lane of barracks. Now, do they stay for more? It looks like the answer is yes.
Remember, this is the level 20 tether as well. So you will attack everyone on the flak as soon as Gyro starts flacking.
Oh, that is not enough damage right there. And Moogie still very survivable. They're hitting away at this tower, and as you said, Io also getting in his pot shots onto this barracks. It falls so rapidly, and
Has fallen.
you know, you want to go out with an exclamation point, not a question mark, but they're going to go out with a whimper in a couple minutes here. Not even a couple minutes, honestly. Ravage there onto the back lines. Not sure if it's going to be enough, though. They have the Static Storm down as well. They take down the IO, but Mugi still hitting large and in charge. KP tries for the pushback, but the BKB's already there. They're starting to take these heroes down. Aeon Disc has popped another Torrent onto 2, but is the damage there? It's feeling like the answer is no. And KP walks back in. Ori wants to hit a crit, wants to hit anybody at all, but with no buybacks on any of these heroes, this is looking like it might just be Megas, and most likely the game. X there to break the shackles, still trying to make something happen here as well. Ori is going to be pulled inside by KP. They get the nullifier there onto Kunkka. He's done. They find another stun, and with 5 dead, GG is called.
Well, thankfully Vici was saying, you know what? We can't give them the third Roche. We're going to make this play. Lanham was kind enough to pop the smoke and just sort of waddle around. They drop a sentry down. They find the Nyx. They blow the boat, and all of a sudden, Nyx dead forever. And it's Wisp Gyro at a point where you just do too much damage. And once again, the real flaw with Vici's draft is no hero actually scales. So they have 2 heroes with real net worth. Everyone else provides CC, some catch, etc. But at a point like Papa is just, you know, it's like watching the kids grow up, you know? At first, Papa, you can lay down the law. You can make things happen. You can go on a mega kill streak.
Right.
You're not really going to get caught. And then kids grow up. They don't have to listen to you anymore. They can take you in a fight, too.
What are you even talking about?
Papa.
Papa don't preach.
Papa can't be Papa when the game gets too late. When the kids are 30, that late in life, what power do you really have?
You got to retire. That's what happens in esports, unless you're the old man fear. That's the only one. Take a look at him right now. They're checking out their Weibo.
Like, no worries.
Oh, he doesn't look happy. 11 does not look happy. Or are those his glasses that he's holding?
Those are his glasses.
Maybe he's like,
can't see. Someone touched my stuff. If that shit happens again, I'm done. I'm going to VG Day Storm because I'm sick of this team. Paparazzi just texting, man. Like, he don't care. They're #1 in group. That actually, if I'm not mistaken, closes out Group B.
Well, no, it doesn't
close out Group B. Sorry, but it guarantees we know who's first and last, which is Vici Gaming is in first place with 8 points, and then Vega Squadron with probably 0 points. It's going to be dead last.
So the games that are left to be played, it is Vici J Storm versus Vega.
Really?
And then, and then it's LGD versus TNC. Whoa, no.
It's LGD versus
Fake
VGJ
news.
Storm.
Okay, I mixed that one up.
So that's
a big
hype
one.
Series.
That's
and
a really hype series.
It's it's TNC versus Vega.
So the other little thing that we got to throw a little bit of a wrench in the plans for how this all goes. If teams equal out, then it is I don't know how to pronounce the word. It's Nustwashchen something qualifier breakers. And basically what it means is that, let's say that a team was able to 2-0 Vici Gaming, which didn't happen. Let's say they get 1 win off of Vici Gaming. That means that they would get 8 points because Vici had 8 wins. And then you add up all of those points between those teams. So basically it scales with the quality of opponents you're playing against.
No tiebreakers played?
Tiebreakers are only played if all of those other things aren't worked out. So there's a high probability that we won't have any tiebreakers. And that format works pretty well because it means that, like, if you beat one of the top teams, that's valued more.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I would argue that isn't losing to one of the crappy teams valued less?
Maybe, I mean, it depends on what you value, right? Like, if you value drafting, then you could say that, like, you know, if you lose to a crappy team, it means you just got out-drafted most likely. I would say that to beat a top team, you need to be more consistently good across the board.
Is our last game of the day going to be IG Mineski then?
It is, and that one is super hype. If IG wins, they're through. That's all that you need to know. They need to 2-0 Mineski because of the way that qualifiers work out. It doesn't matter what happened in the Secret Series. They would be top of seed if they win out in their series. So cool stuff there. I do believe that we're actually going to be going to a break now, though, because I'm leaving. I'm going away. I'm hiding.
Do I get to leave too?
No. Yeah. Do you?
No, I don't. I stay here.
All right.
With the stream.
Keeping it Kyle. I'm just going to guess at the password. Let me see if I guessed it right. Hey!
Nice job. High five without looking at each other.
That was great.
Nice job.
That was wonderful. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. I'll let Kyle have the last word here.
Thanks for casting with me, carrying it through. Appreciate the love, the support, all that good stuff. We'll be back tomorrow maybe together, but until then, 1 minute break, and then I'm back, and Grant's back. That's
The legend.
all I got. In the meantime, just make sure you keep it lyrical.
Oh, yeah, we want to end it with a high five. You ready?